Good morning, friends. Glad you could make it back out to the homestead. We're going to continue the day with putting wire in the trenches so we can get them buried up. Shouldn't be any rain in the forecast for a little bit. I think later this afternoon there's a small chance, but right now, not a cloud in the sky. There you go. We did go out to the store last night and bought some more wire. That stuff is getting so expensive. Anyway, it is the direct bury wire, so I don't need any conduit for that. We also bought some 90-degree elbows so we can go into each cottage. I don't know that I'm going to do that today, but we definitely are going to put the wire in the trenches and start burying up trenches, I hope. To do is the cottage we haven't built yet. It's right here where this mound is, this big old mound. So I'm just going to run a line, dig a short trench toward the mound so that it's not right over the existing waterline trench, and then run the wire to that. That gives us the 4 cottages in this corner, and that'll take care of that. All right, that's those 3 cottages and the cat house, I think. Well, 4 cottages because there's the one that's not built yet. I'll double check. If it is what I say it is, move on to the other 4 cottages over there. Got to make sure I label these so I know which ones go where. Now, I've said that before, but we're at the electrical box. So this one goes to the kitchen, this one goes to the north buildings, this one goes to the south buildings. So I don't know if I explained it on the other building that I was wiring or running the wires to. I have that piece of 1 1/4 conduit going up, all the wires going up in there and then hanging off the end. So what we're going to do is put a distribution panel in there, or a sub panel. So the one wire, the main wire, goes to the box, and then from there it'll sub out to all the different buildings. That's why the conduit and all that. Now I don't have another piece of 1 1/4 conduit for this building, or the 90-degree elbow or any of that stuff. Actually, I do have a 90-degree elbow, but it's attached and glued to a short piece of conduit that got cut off a while back. So won't be able to use that. But I will be able to run the wires here. It looks already like I'm going to run short. I don't know what I was thinking. But I wasn't, I guess, or wasn't thinking well. Anyway, I'm going to run the wire I can from the next building over here. So what happens is the main wire comes from the panel, goes to the building, from the building to each of the cottages. I don't know if I made that clear or not, but that's how it's going to go. I keep coming up short. I guess I'll have to go to the closest. Then this time I'm going to measure, make sure how much wire I need so I can get the last little bit of underground wire that I need. Okay, my little rolly tape says 90 feet, which means I need a 100-foot roll. Pretty much what I figured, but had to check. So I guess that's what I got to do next, is go get some more wire. Dang it. It figures. Alrighty, I'm back from town. I got my supplies. Hopefully I got everything I need. I think I do. I hope I do. Anyway, I'm going to start off with cutting this piece of conduit that needs to go on the back of the building. That way I can just put the wires through it now as I'm going. And then we'll run the wires to the other two cottages. It's much easier to run this stuff through the 90 degrees and through the conduit when they're not hooked together. I didn't have the option on the other one since that piece was already assembled from a previous job that I'd done. But this one, it's just easier. I need to glue these two together and then we'll attach it to the wall. This part here goes on top and then the box sits on top of that, and then you screw this down inside the box to hold it in place. So do you remember on the other cottages I was doing over there, the other conduit and wires and all that, and I labeled them so that I knew which one was which? Did you notice when I shoved all these through there I didn't do that? Yeah, bummer. I do need to figure out one of them for sure, and that's the incoming power, so I'll search that one out. The other ones, that's not a big deal. We'll figure that out when we hook them up. But the incoming power one is important, so I need to figure out which one that is. Alrighty, well that does it for getting all of the wire in the ground and all the plumbing in the ground. It's ready to be covered up. So that's what we're going to work on now, because that is kind of the urgent part. So I'm going to go up front where it shows the most and is mostly in the way when it comes to taking care of lawns and that kind of stuff, and start raking it in the hole and packing it down. it's a lot more work putting it back in the hole than it was taking it out. Especially after the rain packed it down, and then me tromping on it, going back and forth with the water lines and electrical lines and stuff. Makes it a lot harder to get it put back in the trench and get it even. We got to get it in there though. It just has to be done. So we'll just keep doing it. Okay, well, it's a lot of work today, and I appreciate you watching us. We'll see you next time on the homestead. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share with your friends, leave me a comment. God bless you all, and thank you the new subscribers for watching. We appreciate you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.